This is Railway Empire 2. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So, what are we getting here in this second Railway expansive offering? Well, it's a 4K resolution, and it seems to be trying to do 60 FPS, but there's definitely some performance issues. There's HDR support. You can play it alone or with up to 4 players in co-op as you enjoy locations such as North America or segments of North America. There's also Europe. You can choose to do like the Canada area or maybe just the East Coast or the West Coast. You really slice it up however you want and enjoy this majestic simulation of railway action. And yeah, Montreal, actually kind of accurate in regards to the design. And I think that's in general, the world has been shaped up pretty well here in actually capturing the land masses effectively. And yeah, here's like BC is up that way, and I think I would be located up a little north from this spot as well. See, they cut off the map and they don't let you enjoy Canada land, which is a little bit disappointing. But there are a few ways to play this game. You can do a campaign, you can just jump in and do some quick action if you'd like to as well, which is what we're doing here. You know, a quick custom setup so you can enjoy the magic of trains from, history in the making. 1830, the dawn of the railways. There's 60 detailed historic locomotives to customize with colors and details. Sprawling landscape, lots of different scenarios. You can also jump in and enjoy your train line as well, which is pretty cool. And see, here's the headquarters of Skyland, located in Los Angeles. So yeah, it's pretty easy to control and set up. You get lots of things such as managing your company, your personnel. You can build all this cool stuff. Let's start with creating a train station. So yeah, again, pretty simplistic in regards to your design and layout. So I'm just gonna, get things kicked off with a train station. We're gonna build that here. It expands our city, and you can see, bam, we've got a train. So our goal is to, connect, the US for the most part. So we're going to do another thing such as wanting to connect to this area because, we want to get some resources flowing, as that would be a bit of a positive, obviously, and we want to get our train set up. So let's build, this right here, and then let's prepare to connect our routes. So you're able to easily be like, okay, let's take this pylon area and let's build it over here and connect to this spot. So it's really interesting in the sense that, this is something that the first one I kind of enjoyed. I enjoyed it quite a bit. We're gonna start from Los Angeles, so we're gonna kind of make our way over here to this one. And it was the only time I ever really saw that the 1X, because I originally covered the first one on the 1X when that launched, this title launched at that point, which was interesting. And it was the first time I ever heard the 1X really put in an effort, which is kind of funny because there's just lots of trains and stuff going by. It was really intensive. So it's neat to be here playing the sequel because, it's been a while. I got another achievement for doing that. Connect one. Oh, rural business, yeah. So yeah, now we've got a connected thing where this is going to be able to connect and provide us with this resource, which is, kind of grain. And you're able to very easily, like you just saw, build railway tracks and connect different cities and locations, and you're building a railway empire. Ba, ba, ba. And you have tasks that you can do as well, and goals, and there's science and research, so that you can improve your different railway options. We're going to get to see the upholstery and the train whistle. Woo-hoo! So yeah, you kind of improve your trains as time goes on. You improve your setup. So let's look at the engine shed. And we've got our locomotive here. There's quite a few you can get, such as the Firefly. And then you can go and you can customize your paint job of your vehicle, your locomotive, and get that nice fire engine red going on. It's just a nice calming time with trains. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah. And then you could be like, okay, we need to create a rail line. So we're gonna do bam, Los Angeles, bam, Jones Stop. Let's send it back to LA too, because we don't have any other things going on. And then you can like, you can customize it. Let's call it the Sky 1 route. So, Sky 1. And then you can adjust like things like the train, so we get like the grasshopper going on. And you can adjust like the special wagons if you have those unlocked, like refrigerator cars, dining cars. You can, copy the route. You can do all kinds of stuff in regards to creating your route. Okay, so we do need to actually properly do this. So we're going to do there. We accidentally click the copy. We're going to go there. We're going to go back. And then we're going to name this Sky 1 again, just because I did back out accidentally, because I accidentally clicked duplicate. And let's choose one locomotive. Okay, we got to go down the locomotive. Good. And bam, there we go. And our trains are going. Look, the trains are going. And then you can like select a train and you can like follow the train data. You can see the tours, you can target on it, and you can also get on the train. So you can like see how the train is sort of going, And you go for a ride. So we got wood on here, went along the coast, right up here with that locomotive guy. He's running the train. See, this is really exciting. You can blow the horn. Yeah, so this game's got like a lot of depth and love to it, and fun, huge sprawling maps that you can build all kinds of cool stuff with. And train stations can have up to 8 tracks, and there's different scenarios for play, and there's the co-op, and you just get to have the fun of, well, trains. If you've ever liked trains growing up or something like that, you can rate trains. So that's kind of the core concept of it. And then, at this point we're gonna have, the ability to basically get this resource going back and forth, which is awesome. And then there's like more complex things too that you can do. So we can create like a supply tower. So if supplies are maybe needed, I'm gonna put it on this side, I think, because actually no, we're gonna put it on this side because that's where the train stop is. So you can like create things like supply towers, and you can create like food production. So we could be like, oh, I want to have a brewery or something, and we get to put it within the city, obviously, as well. So if we go here and we go to the city and then we do like building construction, you could see that we are like in the vicinity of the city area, and that's how you kind of like are able to, well, build your weird resources and attractions. You can get something like weaving, fashion industry, furniture stuff, and it's more for you to be able to like sell stuff. And then there's, you can have a museum and a library and a university. It's just little beneficial things in order to improve your rail empire and build it as cool as you want. But I think most people, like that. No other industry can currently be established in the city. Well, that's kind of sad. How is LA supposed to become a mega city without that kind of establishments? So yeah, it's about building, using the money you have set up in order to, get things going. So obviously this is an area we want to expand to as well, because it's probably better, instead of walking, to have, an actual rail system. So let's see, we can build a train station here. Wow, that is a trifecta of like really good building infrastructure. This would be really ideal to kind of have. I'm trying to think of the best way to do it, where it like ropes in between all of them, and then, we get the holy trinity of kind of like items. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's just like, it's so easy to like just lay down track and build stuff and have fun with this one. Like, it really is just it's a train adventure is what it is. Yeah, it is a train adventure. Oh, that is gonna be kind of a costly kind of thing. But you can build whatever sort of weird train you want. Is this gonna be a little bit tricky to do? -5%. Ugh. Sometimes you really gotta carve it out, you know what I mean? Otherwise, you're gonna have problems in connecting everything. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's pretty good on the train track design. Right on. I like that. But you just get to like carve out the landscape and build all these cool trains. The double track scenario you can set up too. That is so awesome. Yeah, I know, right? The train life. Really, really exciting. So we got Los Angeles, and then we got Clark Terminal, and then we've got Return to Los Angeles. And then we could be like, we need a new name. This is Sky 2, obviously. I mean, it's the easiest way. You can come up with whatever kind of weird names you want, but yeah. Yeah, we got the rail set up there. And then we can build more train stuff. Woo-hoo! Yeah, I really like these kinds of games. building train routes and stuff. It's delightful. We set a new record. Hey, look, we're bringing in stuff. We've got wheat. We're bringing in some wheat. That's awesome. Kind of want to see where it's not highlighted and just see the people dropping off the wheat. Isn't that cool? And you advance age-wise, like the ages you go on, and then it's like you've got all this stuff different set up. I could have set up, I guess, a secondary rail that could have went straight there, but I don't know. At least we're bringing in some resources. That's what it's all about. I just want to be able to set up other industries. A maintenance post. Kind of want it on this side. Earnings are higher than they are now, but I want to build it because it's cool. Question is, do we actually get some money going? Let's see. Oh, I'm bringing in cash! The Sky 1-1 is delivering. So anyways, we've set up that, and then you could keep connecting too. You could be like, I want to go up north and connect to like one of the cities. Sacramento. The goal was last time to get to San Francisco, but yeah. Then we got San Diego. It'd be nice to have an actual city here. I guess if anything, we should have actually connected our route and made like a long route where it's like, this one goes from this one all the way over to this one, all the way over to that one. I am proud of the setup that we've gotten going on here. Oh, there it goes! Oh! Oh, the trains. Yeah, okay. See, doesn't that look majestic? Just the open country road. From a train perspective, you know, the open train road, I guess you would say. So yeah, you can really kind of enjoy this in a fun, casual sort of way and have a good time. I don't think carving out the environment like this is the best for our tracks, but you know, whatever. It seems so inconsistent where it's like, okay, we'll carve here, but over there we've got like an expanded bridge going over. Kind of funny, but yeah, there's like animals. Look, it's the buffaloes. Oh wow, they're roaming the open plains. Hope they enjoy their days while it lasts. Oh, the train life. Look, that tree got destroyed. I don't know, I find this kind of majestic. You can see the buffalo doing stuff. But anyways, and there's the cows. Moo! What do we got over here? This is pumpkins? That's an odd thing. And here's the buffalo buffalo farm. That is a lot of buffaloes. What did they do the buffalo runs off the cliffs there for that? That's kind of funny. Anyways, the train's... I think the train's almost there. It's gonna collect all this stuff. See, it's so cool because you get to set up all this track and you get to build these cool scenarios and setups and yeah, it's about connecting all of these resources together in order to build the ultimate empire. Possible tracks 8, because then we could connect to Sacramento, which would be good for business too, obviously, you know. Yeah, it's just like, it's train building at its finest. It really is. You could just build all kinds of weird train stuff. I think you would want stops too, where the, you know, where this stuff is. Because if you don't have stops, you don't have this, and, you know, like, if you don't know about the history of trains, trains were how a lot of, like, you know, how resources and towns were able to sprawl up around trains, because, you know, that's where you could, like, get goods and stuff going. Trains were very important because they were such a fast form of transportation, you know, at the time, the fastest form of transportation. It's interesting to see that we still definitely do have trains, but that, you know, the usage of trains has changed so much over the years. Is that a tunnel? Oh, yes it is. Yes it is. Okay, so that will allow us to get those resources. Look, the question is, do we also want, like, the farm here? Is the other thing, but it's like we probably should get the farm, right? Where's the other one at? Oh, it's all the way over there. That is a lot. Right through the middle. Build a tunnel. See, I'm getting all kinds of new achievements for building stuff. I really do enjoy these types of games. It's kind of nice just to sit here and have an easygoing, like, train building time. Because it's like, if you did enjoy, like, you know, trains at some point, or maybe you're like a train enthusiast in regards to, like, you know, model trains and stuff, like, this game is pretty cool from that perspective, I would say. Pretty cool indeed. I can't build my train into the ocean? This is ridiculous. Although this is going to definitely bankrupt me because, you know, aggressive expansion is not the best of things. Oh, I connected 2 towns. Oh, yes. That must mean we also need a new train route. Oh, yes it does. New rail line. We're gonna go from that station to that station to this station to Los Angeles. Actually, no, that doesn't really work because we would have to build like a secondary line. That is a very good question. Well, actually, no, we could. The secondary thing. We add. Let's just add Los Angeles to it. And I'm sure they could figure it out, and then we go back the other way, right? We go back, and do it again. And we'll call this Sky 3. Yeah, I like my little train building. Oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And that way we get all these resources going. Are we making some good money at least on our little trains that are kind of going as is? Where are our trains at? You're only bringing in $2,000 now? What? What happened to all the profits? What is the issue here?